It's amazing when we get together because the energy is just electric, although you do know that absolutely nothing is getting done at work while you're all here. Or at least if it is getting done, it's not being done in the right way. Am I correct? How many of you are baby boomers? Okay, how many of you are Gen Xers? Any millennials in the room? Okay, hey, any Gen Zs today? No? And how many of you have no idea which generation you're in? Awesome. Excellent. That's what I'm here today to talk about. Who's who, what's what, and how do we actually communicate with each other? So, we've just been immersed in a 24/7 digital world, and it just felt like we were in this weird twilight zone of connectedness. There was no start to the day and no end to the day. We lost track of days, we lost track of time, and we lost track of the millions of packages that we ordered from Australia Post. Nobody even remembered what was coming anymore, which is actually very convenient for Australia Post. Because given their delays, how great is that? We don't remember what we ordered, it doesn't arrive anyway. Every hour, every second, millions of people around the world are posting, commenting, and chronically oversharing. Which actually reminds me, I haven't posted anything to Twitter for about 20 minutes, so can I get a quick photo of you guys? Hands up. A few of you are actually blinking, let's do it again, chins up. Having fun, hashtag fun, great. Good looking crowd. Hello, content marketers. And I know that we're not all IT and tech people, but can we please just figure out how to use the mute button? There is always one person who has so much microphone noise and feedback coming from their screen that it sounds like they're opening 14 bags of chips right in front of the microphone and we don't know whose window it's from. And you're like, whoever is opening 14 bags of chips, or possibly crafting a tinfoil hat right in front of your microphone. Can you not do that? Please, thank you. Well, as you can see today, I have some magical props. So I'm going to show you how the power of magic and a magical mindset can help us embrace change and everything that lies ahead with a brand new sense of enthusiasm, excitement, and joy. So today I want to talk about innovation in social media as well as how we can be more creative ourselves, because we need to put our heart, our passion and our soul of our business into our socials in order to communicate the experience of actually being in our clinic online so that we can actually convey that. And you know, one of the most powerful marketing tools is differentiation, and the best way to have an impact is by being creative. They've crossed generations, so it's not just memes for millennials. They've been doing circulations through every single age bracket.
Social media strategist Jordana Borensztajn.
We needed laughter, especially when times are so uncertain and there's darkness. We needed the joy and the connectedness that memes bring. Can the right-hand side of the room give the left-hand side of the room a massive round of applause for just coming today? Okay, amazing. And now can you guys give them a round of applause? Wait, not for just coming, but also they just listened to instructions. Yes, amazing. Lots of appreciation back and forth. Love it. And I made octopus from toilet paper rolls. Nothing in my house was safe from glitter glue and sparkles. So evidently I had way too much time on my hands, number one. But when it came to lockdown number 7,599 in Melbourne, I just about maxed out my crafting capacity. So I was like, well, what else even is there? So when my favorite teacher, Sonia Choquette, challenged me to try something new and be a beginner, I was like, well, what else can I do? Like literally, I was already a beginner chef, a beginner painter, and a failed online speed dater. Like I had tried it all. So I was like, what else is even possible? So I chose the impossible, magic, which seemed so far out of my reach and even harder to perform during a pandemic, in lockdown, without an audience. Last night, I went online to do 3 things, right? Check my banking, look at my Google Analytics, and read some emails. 3 hours later, I'd done none of those things. But I was busy. I found 3 new photos of Ryan Gosling without a shirt on. Went on Tinder, because hello, what happens in Queensland stays in Queensland, right? And I watched 2 new clips of singing goats. So like, who had a productive night? I did. Our creativity as a collective was extraordinary, and what we achieved was far superior to what we ever thought or ever imagined was actually possible. So on the one hand, we can look at it and we can go, look, we had to evolve, so we just did, okay? Or we can look at it through a different lens and we can say what we actually created together at home, at work, in the office connections, in the boardroom, Zoom classrooms, Zoom cooking classes. That was mastery. That was so creative. So whenever you're thinking about your visuals, you always want to think about what emotions you want to create. What emotion did that just create for you, right? So if we look at this smiling, disproportionate sized man with briefcase, how do we feel? What do we feel? Nothing, yeah? What about this? Aww. Cute, fuzzy, wondering if its owner is like really twisted. Why is it wearing a necklace? It's probably embarrassed. What about that one? Oh, that one always divides the parents from the non-parents. And also raises the question, is it crying because the Thea is pierced? I don't know, just a thought. I embody the exact characteristics that likely annoy each and every one of you who is struggling to understand and having difficulty managing Gen Y staff. Okay, but don't blame it on me, all right? It's not my fault, which is what every millennial says when anything goes wrong. And like, I know it's hard for you guys. You have to put up with like so much from us, okay? We have really high expectations. We're like, why am I not boss yet? And you're like, you're still filling out your job application. You haven't even started. This is not going to be like a run-of-the-mill boring magic show, so we'll just take the rabbit and chuck that away because we don't need it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not a traditional magician. Firstly, I'm female. Thank you. Not wearing a suit or a tuxedo. Oh, thank you. And I will not be crash tackling out of a Houdini straitjacket. Unfortunately, I was ordered to leave mine at the facility. Sadly today. And look, I know it's hard because everyone's saying, hey, how about in your spare time, why don't you just stop and build an epic, mind-blowing, show-stopping social media marketing strategy in your spare time, which you've got so much of, right? You're like, yes, yes, yes. If you just click your fingers like this, if you just go like that, yeah, you'll have an amazing, amazing social media strategy because it doesn't work like that. Because we all, no matter what industry we're in, we face the same questions. Which content do we post? How do we differentiate our brand and our services? How do we get visibility? And how do we create engaging content that inspires interaction and helps us build a thriving community online? I'm actually really excited to be here today. Do you know, usually when I present at conferences and events, I'm really worried about my dress and about my hair, but today all I really care about is, do my boots have enough arch support? Seriously, very soft soles, just so you know. I love this hybrid world because for those of you at home, how easy is it? You grab a cup of coffee, you roll out of bed, and you're watching this like from the lazy chair. And all of you guys here in Melbourne, how amazing was it to have a shower, put on clothes, and actually see human beings? Absolutely brilliant. And wow, look at that, you're even wearing matching shoes. That's amazing after 4 months of lockdown. Bravo, that's awesome.